Let's get it. Week number 3. Let's take a look at the Heisman hopefuls. Well, let's get to the top 25. All right, turn it down. Turn it down. I'm sick of this. Turn it down. All right. Colorado State definitely not in the top 25, but we can still take a look at it to appreciate what some of the other teams are doing around the league. Yeah, I had to cut the mic down a little bit. My first recording, there was no games, and it was just kind of like regular, so I cut it up some. But then when the game started going, I started getting into it, so I had to turn the mic down a little bit. So if you guys got any feedback on, I'm too loud, I'm too low, the music too long, too short, maybe it should be some background music going right now, give me any ideas you got. I'm just trying to build on it, trying to learn some things. But here in week 3, we got Purdue hosting the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Purdue coming in with a cornerback that is hurt, that will not see action today, but that will not stop the game from proceeding to happen. Take a look at the offenses of each team. And the number represents like the passing touchdowns. That's where they rank. It's not how much they got. They rank at 16. And that is Purdue in the black and gold, driving down the field and getting the first touchdown of the game. Aiden O'Connell on his first drive, looking spectacular with a 4 out of 5 with a touchdown.
They've now won 3 in a row. UCF wins it 31-28. Elsewhere, let's take a peek at what's going on in Tallahassee. And for FSU, just playing a little pitch and catch, and it results in a touchdown. Florida State has the edge, 7-0.
Well, I'm sure Florida State doesn't want to drop down to 0-2, but Penn State losing.
And he throws it away. The defense got some pressure.
That will drop them in the standings. There are some great games, and to end the first quarter, Purdue will nail their kick.
So at the end of 1, Purdue leads 10-3.
So the Fighting Irish at least putting up a bit of a fight this week. Compared to last week, we saw them in action. They didn't look like the Fighting Irish, they just looked like the Irish. So as we fast forward a little bit late in the second quarter, no scores have happened. Third down, throws to the 1 and does not get in the end zone. 4th and inches. What are they going to do? They are going to go for it late in the quarter. They are going to let some clock run before they hike it and hand it to the fullback, and the fullback posing as a tight end or vice versa gets the touchdown. That'll tie the score.
The Falcons continuing to pound the rock on the ground and score a touchdown. The Falcons lead 7-0. Elsewhere, quite a tussle going on in Tallahassee. We've been watching this thing all day long. A tight game, 2 relentless fighters exchanging blows. The Seminoles have the lead, 17-10.
That game looks like it's shaping out to be a bit of a game. Looks like Purdue is having trouble moving it, so they will punt it. And
in the gun with 5 receivers.
Notre Dame with a chance to get a playoff before the half ends. They do get the snap off and complete, but
so at the end of the half,
that will end the first half. 14 Notre Dame versus number 23 Purdue. Week 3 action, tied up at the half. A lot of back and forth action. Defense is holding pretty sturdy. Giving up a couple of big plays here and there to equating a couple of touchdowns throughout the game. But all in all, Notre Dame still not really moving the ball too much on the ground, but they are holding on to it, not turning it over this game. That is good for them. First play of the second half. He drops, sits in the pocket, makes a throw, and what a break on that ball. And I just spoke about turnovers, and now that is the first turnover of the game. Purdue eye in the end zone from the 5. Handoff, bust up the middle, and he's in there. Xander Horvath. Punches it in for his first touchdown of the game, but Notre Dame will try to get back in it, and he drills a bullet in there that will bring them within 3 after Purdue got another field goal. Kevin Austin Jr. with his first touchdown of the game. I gotta start writing this stuff down. Oh, catch and a broken tackle, and he breaks 2 tackles, and it's straight down the middle, and that is a touchdown. Purdue to give the lead back to 10. As you got the Boilermaker doing push-ups. You got a Boilermaker's a drink, ain't it? Is that a drunk guy? I don't know. I never understood what their mascot was. But the pressure is applied. Incomplete pass. 4th down and 6. They got to get it just to stay in the game. They complete the pass, but it is not to the line again. And they will turn it over on downs. And Horvath will get his second touchdown of the game to end the game. And that is the way it will end here. And the play of the game with the big catch and broken tackles for the long gain. And Purdue holds on to their home field advantage. As Aiden O'Connell is player of the game. He just makes decision after decision, looking like he may be a real NFL prospect out here. What a move, what a break, what a throw, and way to hold on to that ball. And this, of course, was the play of the game, which was the icing on the cake. As Smith ends the game with 2 touchdowns as well. Take a look at some other games around the town before we get you over to Michigan. No, Alabama. No, Texas A&M. I thought I was in last week. A&M hosting Alabama. We had this game in real life this year. This was a season changer. Let's see. Got Cooper. He will miss action today. He'll be back next week. But he will miss this game. And Texas A&M knows their season could rely on this game. As well as Bama. In real life, this game made them the actual number 2s. They went on to the national championship but didn't win it. Maybe A&M exposed something in that game that Georgia was able to take advantage of. But this is not the real life, of course. So anything can happen. As Texas A&M looks to face off against Alabama. Bama at 2, A&M at 4. This should be a great game. Game of the week. First play of the game. Got Calzada dropping back. Big opening.
Across midfield. Eagles use the 46. He showed his athletic ability on this down.
And they are fired up here at Kyle Stadium, but the drive ends in nothing. And Bryce Young showing some pocket awareness,
He's at the 30.
getting the completion.
He's at the 26-yard line.
A&M came away with no points on that drive, but the defense is trying to keep A&M, Alabama out of the end zone. That explosive offense. And Bryce Young throws and touchdown. Look at young Bryce out there. I didn't coach him, I coached against him. He used to pitch. I used to coach Little League. He used to pitch. Damn, Bryce throwing touchdowns and striking my kids out. See how many more Dina kids we run across in here. I know it's a few of them that's in the college rankings right now, and it's a few that's going to be in college next year, so I'm going to try and make sure I get them in there too. repping the hometown always. So same thing for you. If you got some hometown, heroes that's on their way, man, get their information in here so we can get them uploaded and get them into the next season or the season after that. Bryce Young back, stands in the pocket, completes it, but not enough for the first down. Holding on to the slim 7-0 lead late in the second quarter, 4th and 2, and they will kick the field goal. And last play of the half, Will Anderson Jr. gets the sack, and that's the way this one will go to halftime. 10-0 Alabama over A&M. It was a surprisingly tight first half. The defense of Alabama not giving anything. They are making it hard on not only the offensive line of A&M, but the quarterback, Calzada. I'm sure he's feeling it. They have only 44 passing yards through the half and only 29 on the ground. They've held the ball for 8.5 minutes, haven't turned it over, so they're still in the game, but they have to start moving that ball if they want to contend with this Alabama defense.
So the Aggies saw one of their top players going down earlier.
And what do you know? First drive, and they tried to run the screen, but the defense just collapsed too fast. That was tremendous pressure. But they will settle for the 3, and they will get the ball back and try and get themselves in position with the first down. And he's tackled at the 28. And they will continue to move the ball, but they will come up short again and only settle for 3 as A&M also gets a field goal. Still leaves it a 7-point game. And Bama has a chance to put this one away in the fourth quarter. And the throw by Bryce Young, and it goes the other way. And he's picked off, and there's no one that's going to stop him. And that looks like it will be a tie game in the fourth quarter with the touchdown. Aaron Hansford, the linebacker from A&M, read the eyes of Bryce Young, who sat in the pocket for too long, and that one goes the other way, and now Alabama drives and gets in the field goal range, and their field goal kicker with the strong leg gives them the 3-point lead as UTEP knocks Coastal Carolina out of the top 25 rankings again. All right, let's take a look. It's 4th and 4. Calzada a chance to keep his team in the game. He drops, he rolls. Man, not open, and it is picked off, and he steps out of bounds. What a play. After not turning it over at all in the first half, that is their 3rd pick of the second half, and when they were in opportunity to get back in the game, they throw a crucial pick, and Bama holds on to the close win. What a game here at Kyle Field. Didn't have the turnout that it did in real life, but it still was almost just as exciting. As we recap some of the great plays of the day, A&M defense put them back in the game, but at the end of it all, Alabama was just too much for Texas A&M. Thank you guys for another week, week 3 in the books. Let's take a look at what went on around town. Some of the stats. Take a look at our players of the game. And thank you for coming, and we will see you again next week with the play of the week, game of the week. Let's go. Been ripping stages.